Okay, so did you guys see this one? I'm just going to leave it here then. Okay, about me, top sales. Did you see that? Okay, cool. All right, so top sales, and then our top recruiters. Did we see that? Ash Timms, Robert Snow, Salwa Schipple. Congratulations, guys. Our new Emerald coaches, congratulations. I don't know everybody's name, but if they're on your team or if you know them, please reach out and just congratulate them on all their hard work. This week's 500 Club Rockstar, Jamie, congratulations. All right. And then our Success Club board. So we've got all these names here. I think we might have been missing some, but when I was editing, I couldn't see them. But congratulations to anyone that's on the board right now. And if you're not on the board yet, it's not too late. It's never too late. I mean, even on the last day of the month, it's not too late to be able to get yourself on the board. So if you don't see your name here, make sure you're working daily towards getting your name on here for next week. Registered for Summit. Got some names here. Now we've got to make sure that everyone gets registered just as soon as you can. Get your name on the board and just have an amazing experience. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. And welcome to our new coaches. If you're on here, welcome. You see your name on here. All right, so I'm going to touch a little bit on Summit, and then I've got a little extra nugget of gold to give you. All right, so for Summit, let me just start by kind of giving you my experience. So I signed up as a coach in late 2011, and around before Summit started, so in 2012, I kind of started hearing the buzz about Summit. I figured out what it was, and I decided I just wasn't going to go. I decided it was too early. I didn't need it, maybe. That's what I was thinking. I just decided not to go. And I followed everyone that I could possibly follow, Amber included, on all kinds of social media to kind of see what was going on in Summit. Because once I started following everyone on social media, I could see and I could really feel the energy that they were experiencing. And I couldn't help but think, I just feel regret. Why didn't I go? It seemed like such an amazing experience. And I really deeply regret not going that year because I just saw so many amazing pictures, all of their workouts, all of the events, and I just couldn't help but feel, man, I really missed out. I should have gone. So I made it a point to go last year. And so these are just a couple of things that I think everyone needs to know about it to kind of, hopefully we'll get a couple more people registered. So the first one is you're surrounded with like-minded people. So if you plan on being successful at all within this business, you need to surround yourself with people that are kind of trying to reach the same thing. They're all trying to go through this. They have the same goals. They want to end the trend of obesity. They want to be able to fire their boss. They want to be able to have freedom and control over their daily routine, their lives. They want to be able to spend more time with their families, or just anyone, their close loved ones. They just want more time, which is something that I strongly feel. So that's the only way that you're going to have success, is by surrounding yourself with those kinds of people. And being at Summit, there's thousands of other people around you that are all trying to reach for the same goal, and you cannot help but feel the energy that everyone gives off because they're all excited and happy to be there and positive. The next one is networking with other coaches. So even from standing in line to go to the bathroom, from standing in line to go to an event, sitting in your seats, from the workouts, you're just surrounded by other coaches, and networking is so awesome. I mean, I met so many people there that I friended and that I still talk to, that are maybe in other coaches' downlines that I still talk to daily. And we kind of share ideas and share our successes and our concerns and really anything. And that's, I think, something pretty amazing, is to be able to befriend someone in that kind of an environment. Next is the helpful trainings and events. So everyone's talked about this before, I'm sure you've heard of it, are all the events, all of the, with the sessions, the speakers. I mean, they're attending Summit. You'll be able to have these experiences that you're not going to get in a YouTube video. You're not going to get by going to a Beachbody training, because it's such a small and small group, versus going to Summit and be able to experience some amazing speakers that it's not the same. It just really isn't. And the opportunity to meet and work out with celebrity trainers. So we all know that if you want to be able to take pictures with anyone, if you want any cool photo ops, like with Shalene, who was a super, super surprise at Summit last year. That's not going to happen unless you're at Summit and you're there to be able to have that opportunity. And then the last part is, if you're serious about this business, you've got to make it a priority. You've got to register now. You've got to register and make it a point to be there, whether it's going to be by yourself and you're going to sleep on someone's floor, someone's bathtub, or squeeze into a bed with 2 other people. That's what you have to do at this point, because it's just such, I can't even tell you how it changed my outlook, how it changed my business, and how much energy it gave me, and just, it made me just realize, like, why not me? Seeing all those people on stage, why can't I shred a mortgage, what's it called? Mortgage paper. Why not? Why? So it's definitely something that I think everyone should do and should experience at least once, and you'll never regret it. I promise you that. All right, next, this is kind of a surprise for everyone, because I didn't really tell anyone I was doing this, and I just decided I was going to do it. So hopefully it's okay. And the next, I just wanted to go over a little bit just on content creation and just kind of what I do, or any kind of tips that I have. I've had quite a few coaches reach out to me and just ask about what I do, or how I'm taking my pictures, what I do with my Instagram, what I do with my just other kinds of social media, like Twitter or Pinterest or something. So I just wanted to give kind of like a general training of what I do, or my or things that I've learned that I'd like to share with everyone. So the first one is make it fun and add your own personality. So this is something that I really, really worked on when I first started kind of diving into Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter, is just making sure that I was being as true to myself as I possibly could, and not copying anybody else, not trying to be like someone else, and just making it as Griselda as I could, in a picture to share. So it's something that I really strongly suggest, is just making it your own, making it something that you would like. The second one is remember who you're trying to attract. So for this, I try to remember, that I'm attracting other people that are like myself, or people that aren't, well, not other coaches. So you're attracting others that are in either the same situation that you were in when you started, or similar, or just anyone else, and try to think of who specifically you're trying to brand. So you're not trying to, if you're a mom, you're not trying to attract all of the single girls, maybe not all of them. So just remember who you're trying to get attention from, and be a little predictable. So this meaning, this kind of has to do with a little bit of Instagram, but I tend to kind of gravitate towards certain filters and certain effects. And if you look at my account, a lot of my pictures have almost the same kind of a filter, almost, and maybe it's tweaked a little bit. So people who follow me kind of notice that and see that, and I get asked all the time, well, what kind of filter is that? Or what affects that? How did you get that on your picture? So that's just kind of my Griselda Instagram persona, is I always use those kinds of pictures and those kinds of filters on my pictures. And then next is use hashtags to your advantage. So make sure that you're not hashtagging, and this is both, in Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, that you're not hashtagging Beachbody or Team Beachbody or Coach or and really even in the trend, really, because the only people that are looking at those hashtags are other coaches. So the only hashtags you should be posting are hashtags that would attract people who are looking for you, really. So you could hashtag something like yum, or like generic ones like that, or you can hashtag like I don't know, breakfast food for dinner or something like that. But you're not going to hashtag Beachbody products like Amber's kind of talked about in the past. That's just not a good idea. Post regularly. So make sure that you're posting at least once a day, twice a day if possible, not one after the other. Make sure that you're kind of doing it throughout the day, not all at one time. And make your posts worth it and valuable. So make sure that you're not, think about it's more like think about what you're going to post before you post it. Think about what you're putting out there and if it has value, if it will give someone value, versus posting something like, I just had a really bad day and I hate everyone, something like that. That's like a little exaggerated, but something like that. You're not going to post that. You're going to post something that is more, that is going to give someone value, that if someone reads it, it's going to benefit them in some way. Last one is get over privacy. So if you're a coach and if you have any kind of social media account, you should just make sure that you're not private in any of them. Any of those places, don't make sure, like on Instagram, you're not private. Just get over it. If you're a coach and you're on social media, turn it off. Turn off the privacy. Just, you've got to put yourself out there to be able to reach enough people. And if you're too afraid, then you've got to get over it at some point. Maybe need some more personal development to help you with that, because you really just need to get out there. So I think that's that for that one. All right, next one is we have the group GSR reminder. So there's no GSR this week. The next Coach Basics group is on 3/3, and the SoCal Gets Fit, which is in Anaheim, is March 1st. I'm really excited because I'm going to